Magnified cause it's vivid. Televised when you see me. Visualize your TV. Oh my God, we trending. Focus. Hey, hey, hey. Paparazzi. Hey, hey, hey. Vote. Paparazzi. Hey, hey, hey. Vote.
Welcome to the Black and White Podcast. This show is brought to you by the Zion Trend Entertainment, the Magnified, and the Global Concept. And of course, I know you're in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry, right? We've got a legend in the building today, right? He's a legend. He's been doing it for a long time. That's why he's called a legend, right? He's a comedian, actor, a musician, a multi-talented. Look, he's a superstar. Ladies and gentlemen, help me make welcome the one and only BABATEE. How are you feeling today, BABATEE?
I'm fine. I can see the way you're introducing me to the world like a wrestler.
Yeah,
you know, ladies and gentlemen, welcome the big wrestler. He has fought a battle, won 30 bags, 48 knockouts. Wow, only me. And you said legendary. Well, my legendary guy they did and they watch me.
Nah, you're
but
a legend.
Anyway, I think I've spent like 2 decades in the job, and I can call myself mini legend.
Now, you're a legend. You've been in the game for a long time. You understand? So, for people who know you, they know you've been in the game for a minute. So, for me, I'll call you a legend. I don't know for others, but he is a legend. I don't know who is your legend, but he is my legend. Ladies and gentlemen, please call him a legend. All right? So,
thank you.
Let's clap for him.
Thank you. All right. Actually, when the boss called me that we're having a podcast, I was like, I have limited time in London. Zion Trend Entertainment, they are powerful. It has the synergy and the energy. And with Magnified show, I think I'll say kudos to every one of you for bringing this together and to even trap this guy down. BABATEE, you know me, I know easy to trap down. But Zion Trend Entertainment, no worry, you try for this one.
Now, before we even dive into the real conversation, how you enjoying UK? How you finding UK? Is it too cold for you?
Yeah, the weather is alarming. I think it's serious. So I won't say that. I'm used to it. It's cold. It's cold. We can see there's no air conditioner like Nigeria, but here is more chilling than the air conditioner in Nigeria. So I think this place is cold, and you guys are trying.
Do you need somebody to support your ministry?
Nobody to support my ministry, because anybody that is coming to support your ministry when you are on holiday in the UK, you might end up to extend your holiday in Belmarsh prison.
I like that.
Thank you very much. I
like
know
that.
about here very well.
And that's wonderful as well.
All right, boys and girls, for those of you who don't know BABATEE, if you're just meeting him for the first time, please can you make introduction, because a lot of people are just seeing you for the first time.
All right, my name is Tayo Babatunde Bernard, aka BABATEE, an actor, a comedian, a poet, a singer. When it comes to Yoruba, Fuji, I mimic a lot of artists like the likes of Pasuma, the ultimate Oshukpa Saidi. I've not gotten that Malaika very well, but I've mastered Remi Aluko and all that. I can sing like Fela Anikulapo Kuti, all that. For you know to think that I'm just making mouth, don't worry. Let me just go in 3 minutes and feel what I have. Ati wabileni, white and black, in the podcast, ati Magnified, ati Magnified, àwọn náà gbé bàbá bí Zion Trend Entertainment, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run Ọba. Omi wò, ọmọ sáà mi wò, ẹ pè wá lórúkọ tó wù yín wá jẹ́ Zion Trend, Magnified, Mr. James, Mr. Kanti, ohun wo mi ni o.
I actually feel like dancing right now, but the truth is, I can't even stand. I don't even know how to dance. I don't know for Maggie. Do you know how to dance? Can you try?
Yeah, I think...
Mr. James, I don't know. Do you know how to dance?
From BABATEE, the image of BABATEE, we would like to know Babatunde Bernard. Who is Babatunde Bernard? Who is... not BABATEE, the person behind the brand, as in... We actually want to know who is Babatunde Bernard.
Well, Babatunde Bernard here from Abeokuta, Ogun State. I had my primary I had 3 primary schools. I went to 3 primary schools. I went to 2 secondary schools. And people are wondering, why do you have to go to 3 primary schools, 2 secondary schools? I actually came from a military home. My father happens to be major in military. I fought very well and served 35 years in the military. And his name is Major Samuel Adeyemi Tayo. My mom happens to be a secretary in Texaco overseas then. Now the Ghana embassy, an Urobo woman with an Egba man. You understand? They gave birth to BABATEE. Struggling, my story, wow, fantastic, but we have limited time. All right, from the silver spoon to the wooden spoon, then searching for the silver spoon again. Tayo Babatunde Bernard. I was made out of rejection. My parents died twice. Mommy had an accident, later died. Daddy had stroke, later died. I was left in the village. I found my way to Lagos in Ojota. You understand? I hawk on the street. I've slept in so many houses, uncompleted building, you know, nothing to eat every night. You know, during the era of Operation Sweep, you know, Lion Building on the Highland, the police takes me, no one to claim me. They push me out again. And so many struggles. I've lived from home to home, mouth to mouth. You know, penury when it comes to poverty. I've experienced that. I hawk pepper, bread, a conductor, a certified street boy, that never even stole from anyone, and I'm on the street because I had the ambition to become what I am today. It was very difficult for me to experience education in synopsis. But I found out that, okay, there's something in me that is telling me, if you are not educated, you won't get your goal in life. I was abandoned by brothers, abandoned by friends, family, siblings, you know, relationship bankrupt and all that. So I still keep pushing it up because the energy I had in me then is more than what anybody can ever imagine. It is that rejection that has given me the power to move on, to be resilient, and no matter what comes, I will not stop. I went through so many, I crossed so many bridges, I've seen so many homes, I've lived in abject poverty, to penury, nothing, no one to call home, nowhere to call home, no one to call sister, no one to call brother. But I never even derailed. I went to school under the hand of luck. By the Reverend Father, first year was paid, left in the school, slept several nights in the auditorium, you know, and I had to crack my colleagues up. I had no one, no family, no friends. All I had to do is that, okay, I know my story is sad, but the only thing I can do to people, I want to put a smile on people's face for anyone that is in my condition not to feel it so much. So, and the comedy came. I had to wash for the seniors, wash their panties, the illusion of then. When they go on Friday, I clean up their kitchen, all the soup, one ogbono to ogbono. I turn it to a four to a egusi. I wash the plate and clean everywhere for them, like 6 or 5 of them. So I had to pay my tuition fee. Many. Cultism, I see people come, who is no backup, nothing. And the care guides, they were like, we should know where to contribute money. Have payments before the tax force comes to tear off my script. I need to write very well. I don't derive, I sit at the front. During the lecture time, I'm a back bencher.
So you're warming the bench.
When it comes to examination, I'm at the front. You know why? I have to read very well because I'm watching the time for the invigilator, the tax force to come, because once I'm caught with half payment, they have to tear off my script. So 35 in continuous assessment, 25 to get C. So I graduated with 2-2.
How old were you?
Well, my university days, from, I think I started struggling when I was 9. In a village where the electricity came in my presence. With my grandmother that taught me how to cultivate heaps. Many of my father's cousins, aunties taught me how to weed, how to be a farmer, how to go to farm, to do all those things. But all kudos and thanks to my stepmom. She's still living at Inuke Disu. Thank you very much, Mommy. I really appreciate you. Many interviews were granted that I never mentioned my stepmom's name because none of them has ever asked about BABATEE. All they ask about is my job, how is the struggle of career. But you are asking about me. The struggle to become who I am today was very, very serious. I was a product of rejection, but my stepmother tried for me. She paid my school fee. That's GCE. I wrote my GCE and I made my papers, and she tried. But I have to thank God. I have to give God the glory. I have to say thank you, God, for taking me that far from that village. In our village, forget about it. When we talk about farming and typical farm, is what we had in our village, and we still have it now. We cultivate heaps, we walk miles. We wake up 4:30 every morning. They had to bath us with cold water, putting outside overnight for you to wake up to life. That is why I like the London weather. It's like of my weather in my village. Mountain heaps, animals. I lure trap for rats, different rats. I know their names, snakes and all that. I live in the wilderness for so many years. Yeah, I hunt animals. I have dogs. I give them name. Many things I've gone through. You understand? I went through the fire. So I found out that a road to success is process, is procedure. Because if you don't pass the procedure, when you jump, you might come back to restart again.
So what really gave you that resistance? How would I use the word? No, not resistance.
The courage.
The resilience, like that energy.
The resilience, right? The energy is because I found out that some of my elder brothers are educated and there's no one to send me to school. So I think the rejection gave me the tenacity and the energy, like I have to. So I've done house boys, several homes. If you don't allow me to go to school, I will tell you I can't be your maid as a guy. So many abuses, because a lot of people say, women, they say, one day I was abused and they abused me a lot. Many. Some people abuse me because I stay under their house, sleep with me like a dog, do all sorts of things to me, abuse me so much. My, elderly people, young people, people that are rich, and some people, even some of my boss's daughter, they will tell me, if you don't sleep with me, I will tell my boss that you are trying to sleep with me. And she keeps sleeping with me like a dog, like a pet. So many abuse.
At what age?
Yeah, teenage to 20s, 20s to 30s to beginning. So I got my freedom when I was 35. So no one could.
Has there been any point in your life that you've been depressed? Like
Yeah, depression came in 2019. Depression came in 2019 when I found out that there are no friends again. I was betrayed by almost 10 of my friends in a day. So that's too serious for me. Yeah, people were thinking it's about a failed relationship. No, it was friends that I love so much that I put all my energy in them. And friends, like 10 of them, actually failed me in a day. So I fell into depression and I said that would never happen to me again. I was into the depression for like 3 months and I found myself like, wow, all kudos to Teniola, your mayor, all the songs.
Tenny the Entertainer, yeah.
Then all kudos to, what's it called? Beautiful Nubia. Ìrìn àjò ó wà ní ilé ayé o, yóò ládùn yóò dùn jóyin ọ̀rọ̀, lérí yóò ṣiṣẹ́ o, bó pẹ́ o bóyá o, akólòlò á pé bàbá ẹni ní wúrà á ṣí bẹ́bẹ́. Thank you very much.
Were you taking, were you drinking or what?
No, I wasn't drinking. It's just creativity. I started writing my stories, This is just the synopsis of my story because we won't leave the studio. I went through a lot. I mean, abject poverty, penury. Like when I have to hawk, to heat, wash plates to heat and all that. Tell me what certification of sufferness, that I've not experienced in my life. Sufferness in smooth way. In rich people's house, they give us crumbs as food, breakfast, and we walk like giants, like elephants in their house. You understand? You are the custodian of food, you just smell it. Imagine it in your brain, you can't eat it. Very wicked, cruel masters that have gone through their blades. So, and when I say some people say, my mother is not alive, my mother, I've been from 9. BABATEE has been struggling from 9 till date, I thank God that everything is gone.
Okay, so do you want to say something?
Yeah, so when did you get your breakthrough? When did you know that?
Yeah, it was 2007 when K1 had 50. So the man didn't know why I so much. I chose him as my grandfather because Pasuma is my dad. Because Pasuma has always been there during my time in university. I come around, he gives me money. He gives me money, not small money. Imagine then some 20 years ago, 25 years ago, Pasuma gives me 200 euro, 300 euro, 400. Pasuma was underground.
He was giving you foreign currency.
I actually graduated based on that Pasuma. I'm telling you. And my sister that adopted me. People are hearing that for the first time. Bosse Akinremi, I say thank you very much to you. Now Bosse Ogunbono of Radio Amititi, Radio Lagos, Tiwa Amititi. The auntie really gave me accommodation, yes, because she found me around the corridor of what's it called, ATV8, then looking for not green out pasture, looking for my career. Maybe probably somebody can even join me to their portfolio as PA. Many failed me, many shows. A Night of 1,000 Live, I never had opportunity. I've always been there at the backstage. That's painful. Not even to see what is happening. An expectance of something to go on the stage failed. Amen Award failed. The Ecomium something magazine failed. City People magazine failed. All those failed. So I say kudos to Alabi Pasuma, kudos to Corporate Picture that took me in 2005. That there's a show like that I can actually showcase myself. So since there was no opportunity, because one of my friends actually stole my intellectual property and he used it on the other side, you know, to excel. And I even told the same guy, can I be your PA? At least you are there now. Abortive. So what do? I have to move to the Yoruba quarters where Corporate Picture actually showcased me. Corporate Picture, the CEO Corporate Picture, thank you very much for the opportunity. You see that in all interviews, I always mention your name because that is the beginning. I cannot create any other beginning. In 2005, Corporate Picture gave me a platform, gave me an opportunity, you know, to exhibit, to showcase my talent. That was Fuji Time. After Fuji Time, we did combination extra entertainment day, Obajetin night, Asha night. And those shows, Araba Big show by Egbegbe, Shehu Egbegbe. I say thanks to Shehu Egbegbe. That is because I went through Shehu Egbegbe, Araba Big show as well. So those are the things that comes together until K1 the ultimate. Baba Gbalagba had 50 years birthday. I went there to get money from Busolo, okay, that was owing me 4,500 all the way from Ogun State. So I called Busolo, okay, hello Busolo, okay, where are you? He said, I'm broke. I need, with my friend that has Jetta that has no battery. Once we start it, once we off it, we need to rent another battery to start it again. You understand? That's the Jetta condition. That was the car's condition then, all the way from Ijebu, Osu. We moved down to Golden Gate. I was like, Golden Gate, okay. They will not allow us in now. So when we got to Golden Gate, I saw the mobile police outside. They were like chasing people, even people that are well dressed. I was just wearing one of the small chops uniform that I use with the tie drop down. Like I was like, God, looking at my footwear, that, oh God, how do we get in there? So my friend said, you remember when we went to National Theatre, you were beaten before you went on stage. Me, I'm not going in with you. I said, don't worry. The Godo were just moving around. The way they were doing, dressed people that even have invite is scary. So I said, don't worry, this is my destiny. I'm passing through this fire. Something is telling me that I have something to do at this party, not because of 4,500. He said, you have started your vision that it doesn't come to reality. Then I said, once I move. Immediately I moved. I didn't know. Wasiu Ayinde moved in with Magnum car, customized K1. And he came down exactly from the car. And the mobile police were coming and said, no, leave everybody. I want more money. I'm happy today. I'm 50. So immediately we moved with Ayinde Wasiu to the lift of Golden Gate. So I was in the lift. I was like saying, this next stage, where are we going to? Alariwo met me I think he met me in a program. And actually I showcased my talent. So while Omobaba was giving the jokes, after Omobaba, immediately I was entering like, God, how are we going to see that? We are not expected. Okay, let me get the 4-5 and go. You understand? With my friend. Alariwo just called me. There's a brother in the house. His name is MC BABATEE. Tickets to stay. Bam. And I did the jokes. There are different adverts in different jokes. When they come to Igbo people, if you have an attack during the era of CD, you will die. The first thing you hear, so I did the advert, everything was fine. People were like, wow. So they said, I give you this guy is good, this guy, almost 3 or 7 jokes. It doesn't cost me anything. So that was the ticket for us to sit at K1 at 50.
So at what point did you discover that you're funny, being a comedian?
From the beginning, when you are poor, you'll be funny, bro. When you have no hope anywhere, you just have hope in God, you'll be funny. You will be humble. So I even thank God that it was humble beginning. I came from a silver spoon back to the silver spoon was lost, taken away, back to wooden spoon. Wooden spoon now transforming to silver spoon, and this is where we are. I see some commentators online. It is, I just look at them that you don't know, you can't know because you don't know what we have gone through. Yes, I've sold papers of posters. I'll remove all the papers, you understand. I take it to some people to manufacture it again. Then I go to Pool House to get Daily Times. I go to what's it called, Punch. I go to different Daily Times to gather the Daily Times. I'll put it on my head. I'm going to sell it for pop-off seller, to sell it for fish seller. You understand?
Now let me say something real quick. Yeah, from what you're saying, you've gone through a lot.
Yes.
Growing up, you've gone through abuse.
Yes.
You've gone through a whole lot. You
Yes.
were in the street trying
Yes,
to
I
survive.
was made out of rejection.
Yeah, you were trying to survive.
Maybe
from-
the Odogu of rejection.
Thank you. You were trying to
Product of
survive.
rejection.
So, do you think when people go through mental health or difficulties, do you think it's right to let it out, to speak to people about it?
Yeah, if you are not in a position to do that, if they are not into showbiz, why? They can't say, they can just, as in, let it metamorphose in their attitude. You know, be good to people, be nice to people because you have been there. Because you have been there, tell them that because you are here does not mean that I have not been there before. So because of your present situation, don't put everything on your head. Don't stop lamenting. Some people, when they get to London, they lament. America, they lament. Take them to Asia, they lament. They are still lamenting in Canada. The only place they don't lament is when they get to their grave.
Okay.
You understand? So just be contentious. That's content. That's thing. Just believe and be hopeful. And I have one thing. That is why my uncle did not help me. I will go back to no. Zero expectation is zero disappointment. BABATEE. If you are not expecting anything from anybody, you can never be disappointed by them. And the problem of every human being is problem of not identifying their problems. It is when a problem is identified, that is when a solution will be created. BABATEE. Not what they show you. Those are my words. So
There's this question I would like to ask you. It's a bit complicated about Nollywood veterans, whereby the old veterans later in life they get sick and they don't have money to go for health and
it's a serious issue that the government
like that.
It's a serious issue that the government should look into for us. We are begging you. You know we are freelance. We know we are not civil servants, but in a way we are civil servants trying to entertain the publics. You understand? So give us little consideration. And some of our guys are collecting the money. And they are allowing people to abuse the government. Now, thunder go fire now. If we now collect the gratuity and pension for our veterans, our legendary, and you need to put it, even if they are not, it is not meant for it. Whatever money you collect from the government, try and create a platform for those aged people. If you dey chop the money, Ghana thunder go fire every one of you. In Igbo, Amadioha will strike you now to death. Now me talk am.
So
policy around it amount.
We will look into it. That's a very serious critical one because it's still coming to us. So we have to speak for the legendary. Let our veteran breathe. So we have to do that.
So like people are saying, the old Nollywood and the new Nollywood. A lot of people say the new ones don't regard the old ones. Is that true?
It's because not everyone. Like I regard the legendary. But there's some legendary when it comes to the female, like Magnified now. They have magnified her from head to toe. Magnified her front, magnified her leg, magnified. So when this is a legendary becomes like nobody. You understand? That's why they put insult upon them. And some are rude. Naturally, they want to trend based on the legendary name. They will never be a legendary.
Yes, I saw a video of
whoever
of
that
a boy.
is a recipient and is trying to bring down the ones they met there. So that they can chase clout or probably based on they can never get to anywhere. Even if they gather it in the afternoon, they will scatter it at night. So will it be. Because those people were there before we arrived.
Now, sorry, let me take you back real quick. Like, you spoke about your stepmom.
Yeah.
You haven't said anything about your mom.
Yeah, I said my mom died. Like my mom tried so much for me, sell so many things, pepper soup, okirika. We go to super, we get okirika and all that. Wonderful mother that gave me powerful Montessori. Montessori that she gave me is what I built on. You understand? I built on everything. I had a wonderful childhood, like a room to myself, color TV as at 80s, comic, of Voltron, Danger Mouse, and all that. You know, I had fantastic childhood. They shot for me at Moloney Supermarket. Then you understand, we go to amusement park in Apapa. You understand all that. So Bata in Ojota. You understand?
How many movies would you say you have done? In
I've lost count, but I've produced 5.
5.
Ijewuru, Mutato London, Owe Lubo, Wrong Number, and the recent one, Middleman.
So which one was the major one that actually brought you to limelight?
Ijewuru, of course, eating competition and all that. Yeah.
Wow. So was it like a comedy? And
It's a comedy, yeah.
interesting. So where do you get your inspiration? Because I noticed
Out of rejection.
out of rejection.
Oh, yes.
Can you explain out of rejection?
Rejection is when you are abandoned by friend, abandoned by boss, abandoned by this. Nobody believes in your craft. I've never been given any award in Nigeria before, but the first award I was given is here in London. Wow. I came here in 2011 to receive an Afro Hollywood award. Wow. You understand? 2011 as the best new comedy talent. You understand? By my papa, by my Abiola, Mike Abiola, and by my mama, Mamami Gold. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you. Now then give me award. We make me come this London for the first time in 2011 at Stratford.
So what should we be expecting from you in the next 10 years? Are you doing any project? Are you
in the next 10 years, well, I will be reaping all I've invested in the industry. Because the industry is like cryptocurrency. When you're doing it, you don't get it that much. But when you have that continuity, when you have that tenacity, when you have that energy, that don't worry, I'm still doing it. I'm constant, you will get there. So expect the best of BABATEE.
I think Maggie should ask you some questions.
No, I want to ask a question before. I want to go back to.
Okay.
You want to go back to war?
I wanted to go back to what you said about basically pension.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pension. About
You
the
didn't
veterans.
really talk about it.
I've spoken about that. Was why I mentioned I'm Hardy, the God of Thunder.
There's something I want to say. I want to say about when you're saying the government.
The government.
We know how Nigerian government is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
supportive.
This is it. There's some budget for the Nollywood. It's not going to be mainly for the for pension, but once the money is given out, which I know some of them are taking it. You understand? Once the money is out, they should try. It is our Oga that will now know, okay, this money that they have given us, awarded to Nollywood, let us use the quota for the aged, actually for the veteran, for the sick ones as well. You understand? And they should be in our file. Probably we should do a scheme of probably how to contribute money. They mandate it like we have to contribute money for our pension. If you are not paying it, you are not paying it for your pension. Because you're young does not mean you won't get old. So I think if they can put all that to consideration, and for those ones that are taking money from government and suffering us, Amadio, a God of Thunder, we strike them. That's what I know.
In your career, like when you were pursuing your acting career and your comedy, were you neglected by any of your colleagues, saying you cannot do this, you can't do this?
There are so many, of course. That's the beginning. Many wakapas. I became a chief wakapas. You understand? Sometimes, we have to. They will tell us 4 of us you will die in scene 1. You will be Ade, you will be John, then you will be Emeka. So a trailer will come and wipe you off. So you won't even be seen. You understand? You're going to be behind the choir. You understand? Just be doing So I did some English movie then. I went through their training. Actors Guild of Nigeria.
How about the comedic industry? Have you been to a show and they said you're not performing? BABATEE, you're not performing.
So many, almost 52 shows. What are you saying?
Is that
I said there was no chance in Night of 1,000 Laughs. There was Alibaba's first show.
Okay.
First show. No, I was opportuned by Femi Davis. I think Femi Davis and all in Nigeria, in Nigeria. And Bumi Davids, you understand, featured me in Stand Up Nigeria, and Bumi Davids influenced also for me to feature in Alibaba Continuity.
Yes.
I don't know what is it called. Is it Continuity or something? Spontaneity.
Yeah, Spontaneity. Yeah.
So I featured there. Cameo so cameo appearance. So, but any other, that was when I made as BABATEE. But while I was coming up, there was no opportunity to come through their platform. Every door was shut.
Do you have good relationship with the basketball?
We don't even know each other. Like, I don't think we've even met. Yes. I don't think we've even met because that's it. That's where I started, but I never had any opportunity. to even go through their, I don't know,
Is it because
even AY or whatever. I
I'm gonna
don't.
ask, is that industry snobs?
I think there's
it's like a caucus or what?
I say I know there's no. It's not like a caucus, but there are some people that are there
Yeah.
that are meant to do it properly. So there was never an opportunity for us. I'm always there at Musa Center. They will start and finish. I will just be there severally. I have a lot of my colleagues that we always go together. Elenu was my colleagues then. Omo Jesu and Ecology, Shady Babatee, Laugh. You understand? Laugh Up. They are all my sets. Sheyi Law.
Sheyi Law,
Yes.
Law.
They are all my sets. Emeka Smith is our younger one. The guy that is disturbing them now, the stalker.
The stalker, yeah, I know the stalker.
Was our younger one before us. We went there, Emeka Smith, you know, we went through, I know every one of them. Yeah, because we started from Galaxy, Love Matters from Galaxy. Galaxy, Maxwell of, what's it called? Nicholas Imazue is late now, may so rest in peace. I knew quite all right then that the death of Nicholas Maxwell is going to cost me a lot. Doors Campus Circuit, there, one guy with a teddy on Galaxy.
Yeah.
And
Then,
I think
so
things are quite easy now because during your own days there was no internet.
there was no internet,
So
no
this was
social
very
media.
hard
It was
for
hardware
people to
all
And
through.
I
Yes.
think most of these comedians now are making a lot of money from
I think
YouTube
the skit
and
makers are
other.
now
Yeah.
even taking it up
Yeah.
over the comedians.
Like another thing I wanted to ask the stand-up comedians and the skit makers, how do you differentiate them? Because a lot of them now they get booked for show as well.
Yeah,
the
if
skit
you-
makers.
some are like I'm a skit maker as
Yeah.
well, a content creator.
Because now they
Some are
book them for
good-
show.
Some are good on show on
Yeah.
set, but some they just have to dash around, you know, dodge around because it's two different things. I won't lie to you. You can be funny in movie, you might not be funny on stage.
That's true. That's true. Because I notice most of the skit makers now they tell you, oh, I've been booked for a show. I'm going for this show. Now I sometimes
And some are
wonder.
booked for appearance.
Okay.
They don't care. They're just MC. They are not comedians to crack your jokes, but because of what they've done on Instagram
Yeah.
or social media, then once they say the slogan, people pick up, and that's it. Yeah.
That because I've seen a lot.
It was a bit emotional during the meet and greet. At what would you say about Zion Train Entertainment? How do you
Oh
feel
well,
about
Zion Train Entertainment has really helped BABATEE, you know, internationally. Officially signed under Zion Train Entertainment, and that is why we are here. Although why you've not seen any shows is because I'm on visiting visa, and we know the law. You can't be doing a show like come see BABATEE pay in and all that. But when next we come in, I'm sure the visa, the work permits will be granted, and that's when we can do our show. Like Original Kayefi Night, we are having it in Lagos, yes, by the grace of God, next year. And it's going to be powered by Zion Train Entertainment and Magnified Fashion Show. And what's the third one called?
global concept?
Global Concert. So watch out for it. It's going to be the first Yoruba comedy show.
Sheesh.
When I mean the first Yoruba comedy show,
You're gonna
the
bring your
first
comedians.
Yoruba comedy show, yes, Yoruba stand-up comedians. You understand? They are going to be the major. But we have some comedians so that will come. Where you will see the English one, you know, facing the Yoruba comedians on the same stage. You understand? It's going to be a fantastic night, a wonder night. Original Kayefi. Kayefi is wonder. So you will see. I'm not going to give you all the blueprints so that people will not hijack my content. You understand? Don't worry. Watch out for Original Kayefi with BABATEE next year. Powered by Zion Train Entertainment, Magnified Fashion Show.
You know the vibes.
And
Global concept.
Global Concept.
Yeah.
Do you
Multimedia.
have anything new that's coming up?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Original Kayefi.
Anything else?
Original Kayefi is coming. Original Kayefi. Anything on my head, the original
just before I
Kayefi.
forget.
And the series is still coming as well. Tundi Ogaba. You understand? Under Zion Train Entertainment too. Thank you.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you a simple question. How do you feel as being a parent with all the things you've been through? How do you feel like?
Yeah, I just have to work hard and make sure that the repetition of what I've gone through will not ever happen to my offspring, or what do you call it? Hey, so for offspring?
Yeah,
Is it offspring? Yeah,
Offspring, yeah.
in my entire life. So
Yeah.
they will never experience poverty.
And is there anything that you want to do?
Yes,
So
like-
is there anything new that you're doing in the UK that everyone that the audience should know?
Yeah. I recorded Agogoro. Agogoro happens to be a Yoruba poet and comedy that is educative and is full of humor and comedy. You know, trying to tell people this is the way, this is how the way to ease you out of pains. So it is called Agogoro. Agogoro talks about so many characters. Ole, Ahun, Ika, Obun, like what you see on my Instagram. So they were compiled into Agogoro so that the people that are not into social media can have access to 45 audio markers and listen to it in their house. So, and I made a reminder of the late Gbenga Adeboye Abefe Okinyesa Okinyara Agboju.
I think you sound
Omoba
like him.
Agbon, you understand? Which goes like this. Mo lálábẹ̀bẹ̀ fún wọn tán wọ́n lù tí kú mo lò ní lọ. Bónírèsè bá ti kọ̀ tó lóun fi gbá mẹ́yìn tó ti fi ilẹ̀ òní parun ní. Agogo ọ̀rọ̀ lágbóhun mi sí ilẹ̀ London Zion Train Entertainment. Àwọn ni wọ́n extract gbogbo tí ń bẹnu aláàkànbí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Àwọn ni wọ́n ní BABATEE wọ́n bá àwọn alágbẹ̀dẹ ni wọ́n ń fi irin rọ. Wọ́n ti fi mí ra agogo ọ̀rọ̀ fún gbogbo ọmọ káàrọ̀ òjíire kẹ́ ẹ̀ lè gbọ́ mi. A lè sọ òyìnbó lọ́dọ̀ onígẹ̀ẹ́sì, káwí lọ́dọ̀ oníjàmù. Kí India máa gbọ́ tó ní ìṣíkó àmọ́yàn abínibí yàtọ̀ sábìlìtì. Mo sọ fún wọn pé wọ́n ní lógún ọdún sẹ́ńtúrì kan wọn ò tún nílùú aláàbẹ̀ ẹ̀fẹ̀ mọ́. Mo nírọ́ ni wọ́n ń pa mo ti dé sí ilẹ̀ ẹ̀rùn jẹ́gbẹ́ tí ìjọgbọ̀n ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì rí o. Tí kò bá ti pa Fisa Ayọ̀mí Abímbọ́lá aláṣẹ ti Zion Train Entertainment tó kárí ayé tó ń Magnified èyí tó ń jẹ́ olóyin ìbò tí wọ́n san yín ní níbí. Ẹ ó mọ gbọ́ mi lójoojúmọ́ mọ́ ni ó ń bọ́ lọ́nà agogo ọ̀rọ̀ kirikiri ààyè agogo ọ̀rọ̀ ó ń rókì agogo ọ̀rọ̀ agogo ọ̀rọ̀ ta lọ̀lẹ ọ̀lẹ jíde ó múṣẹ́ ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọ̀lẹ àsùn yẹ àrìn ìyà nínú ìyà àdúrà kí gbọ́n máa pe public holiday lójoojúmọ́ lọ́lẹ́ ń gbà bọ́dẹ bá rí jọ Monday ní kó jẹ́ public holiday jọ Tuesday kó jẹ́ public holiday Wednesday kó jẹ́ public holiday olórí ibú kó bá di jọ Saturday kan san general kó sílẹ̀ kó lè lọ jẹ patí bó bá dọ̀sán kí lọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ó máa ń gbàgbé sùn ni àsùn dọ̀ aṣọ aláṣọ tí ò lówó ní wọn lẹ wọn rẹ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́lẹ́ òrìṣẹ́ ṣe agogo ọ̀rọ̀.
That was a great one. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Agogoro.
Say
know the
agogo
vibes.
ọ̀rọ̀.
Agogo oro.
No, don't just let her
Agogo
bite at all.
Ogogo ọ̀rọ̀.
Austin, I've just
Ogogo kọ́.
I said Austin doesn't understand Yoruba.
I don't understand you, man.
Oh yeah, you say agogo
But when you're
ọ̀rọ̀.
speaking,
Agogoro.
it felt so good.
Okay, tiẹ̀ you say agogo ọ̀rọ̀.
Agogoro.
Agogo
sounds like a robot.
wait agogo ọ̀rọ̀.
Agogoro.
Agogo ọ̀rọ̀.
Agogoro.
Agogo,
Was that correct?
Agogo oro.
Wow, shop náà kù. Agogo ọ̀rọ̀.
My bad. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've come to the end of this episode, right? So, what you need to do right now is to watch out for the next episode. Thanks to everyone who's watching, and big shout out to everyone who came through. Big shout out to our guests, our special guests who came through.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we love this show.
Thank you so
It is
much.
called Black and White Podcast, powered by Zion Train Entertainment and Magnified and Global Concert. All right. You'll be seeing fantastic actor, fantastic celebrity. We are here. Black and White.
Don't play.
Don't
Don't
like,
play.
subscribe, and click.
We see me, visualize your TV. Oh my God, we trending. I'm magnified cause it's vivid. Televised, we see